Good morning. How are you doing? How did you enjoy your evening yesterday, and how will you enjoy today? Now God hand that one day. But I'm wishing you a very beautiful morning, and I welcome you to another round of programming English belt of VOP 90.3. This morning is a beautiful day, and I want to believe that it will end beautifully for all of us. We'll be taking a look at the stories that are making the front page this morning, and right after that, I will have our analyst Rufai Oseni. He will join us after I run through some of the stories, and then when he's done, it will be time for the parliamentarians to come on board and give their own perspectives from or as concerning the stories will be taken from the papers. And at 10:30 later on, I'll be back, and then I'll let you know what we'll be talking about before the end of the segment. I welcome you, but in between that, you have the Igbo segment. Adigbo will be here, and then we'll do sports also. So we'll move on straight. I'm Cordelia Obe. Again, I say welcome. Let's start off first with Daily Trust. Daily Trust is a paper that we'll be starting off with. But first, I'll say this is the day the Lord Himself has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. So we'll start off. Just below the masks of Daily Trust, we have, after Supreme Court ruling, state governors or state governments race to conduct LG polls. Kanu governor signs bill creating 3 second-class emirates. Zamfara attack, 5 women escape as 5 men killed by bandits buried. Very sad. Domestic affairs, Trump regional tickets. Wow. Lagos to Abuja flight costs 250,000 naira, but 233,000 naira to Accra. Ooh. Shortage of aircraft hits industry. How to stop racketeering operator. You can read these up. Daily Trust is a paper to pick up. 14 dead in Jigawa road crash. May the souls of the departed rest in peace. PDP governors meet in Enugu to discuss NWC Rivers issues. Rwanda's Kagame wins 4th term with 99% of votes. And front of the Daily Trust, you also see a graphic representation of the one we just talked about, the domestic affairs. You can see that there makes it a lot clearer for you to also see with prices and so on. AFC FTA, Tinubu launches inaugural shipment to Egypt, Kenya, others. Check out Daily Trust for those stories I just brought to you. Let's move over now to The Nation. The Nation newspaper today, Wednesday, July 17, has above the mass, Rivers lawmakers crisis rages on over state fund. Tribunal orders NLNG to pay FIRS $27.5 million as 2016 revised tax. Adeleke's phone line hacked. Ooh. Wow. We find that story in The Nation. 103 die in 3,623 cholera cases, says NCDC. Jais Bank nears recapitalization target. And we also have no plan to sell off varsities to private investors, says federal government. CDS raises joint security force in renewed anti-oil theft battle. With a rider, military chiefs NNPCL perfect strategy. Targets to meet oil production quota. And we have it that security chiefs have harmonized their strategies towards clearing the Niger Delta of crude oil thieves, pipeline vandals, and other criminal elements fleecing the country. I'm going to tell you something a bit about that later on, but let's just leave that as it is for now. Tinubu pays tribute to Olatunji Dare at 80. Colloquium holds in Lagos to celebrate master satirist. And we have court turns down a Mephiles medical trip request. Bray wants to go to the UK for treatment, but they said, not now. Military land nationwide wide for cultivation to grow food items. One of the steps being taken, all military land will be used for planting. Now, Rivers lawmakers crisis, the one that's still raging on. We have here that the supremacy battle between the Victor Okojombo-led members of the Rivers State House of Assembly and the 27 lawmakers led by Speaker Martin Zamawule. It actually continued. The three-member house presided over by Okojombo. They raised a counter resolution against the previous one that the 27 lawmakers, barring Governor Similai Fubara from further spending money from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the state, the one they had made. Now, at the plenary, the three legislators, they said that those people lacked the power to do that and that they are objecting to it. And the Court of Appeal, in its judgment earlier, has set aside an order of the State High Court which removed those guys, Amawule and 24 others, as lawmakers for want of jurisdiction. Anyway, you know that case, and I keep wondering, the law says one thing, the court will say another thing. Even me, I don't, they wonder. Anyway, now we also have this one from The Nation, how someone will lose splashes 427.7 million naira on call members, gives 100 million naira to NYSC and promises to really give them a good camp in Lagos. Well, that would be very good. Now he had doled out that amount to 4,277 members of the Batch B stream, stream 1 of the National Youth Service Corps. Each one of them got 100,000 naira each, while NYSC itself got 100 million, and the governor has approved 5 billion naira for the building of the permanent orientation camp in Agbowa, Ikorodu. Well done. And he said, you know what, automatic employment into the civil service for 100 best call members after their service year. Okay, guys, as you serve, all of you behave yourself and do the right thing. Now let's move over to the Punch newspaper, where you see the picture of Ajaero smiling but not smiling. Minimum wage, Labour threatens 30-day strike, alleges plan to decentralize talks. I'll tell you more about that. FG wants 22 states of 5-day massive flooding. Right, you pick up the Punch to find out if your state is amongst, if your local government is there, and you can reach out to your people to know what to do. NNPCL meets military, police to curb oil theft. Food security, reps invite CDS minister over ungoverned spaces. And we have the major headline from the Punch. LG autonomy, 13 states rush to hold council polls. We have the riders. Bauchi fixes LG poll for August 19. Kogi election holds October 19. Jigawa, Imo, Anambra, Abia, Katsina, Kebbi, Benue set for exercise. We have a lot of pictures in front of the Punch from the protests going on in Kenya with the headline, 1 killed, journalist shot in Kenya, fresh protests. Now there's a Ruto must go. That is a cry now. Court declines Emefiele's request for foreign medical trip. Crypto billionaire, technopreneur arrested for alleged fraud, terrorism funding. U.S. promises timely delivery of attack helicopters to Nigeria. Now, I tell you something quickly about this minimum wage issue. Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress on Tuesday, they threatened a shutdown that will be for about a month if what the National Assembly is trying to do comes to fruition. They're trying to deregulate the national minimum wage. And they're saying that after months of negotiation between organized labor, the federal government, and the organized private sector, it now looks as if a game is being played. Joe Ajaero, NLC president, declared the position of the union while speaking on the sidelines of the 67th Nigeria Employers Consultative Association annual general meeting that was held in Lagos. He says that, and I'll read him or quote him, as we're here, a joint committee of the Senate, the House of Representatives, and the Judiciary are meeting. They have decided to remove Section 34 from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list so that the state governors can determine what to pay you, and so that there will be no minimum wage again. You cannot decide what you should earn. And they're saying that, nope, we're going to fight against that. That cannot hold. And even according to the, what do you call it? The International Labor Organization, they recognize wage as a national law and saying it is not for sub-nationals. And they're maintaining, that is labor, that every country has their minimum wage, and some states are paying higher than the basic minimum wage. And that is the position of the law anywhere. So let's see if they're going to do that. If it happens, something good may not come out of that. Now, FG warned 22 states of 5-day massive flooding. I'll just run through a couple of the states. We have Adamawa State, Abia State, Anambra State, Akwa Ibom, Bauchi State, Bayelsa State, Borno State, Jigawa, Kano. In fact, there are plenty. Katsina State, Niger State, then plenty. Kwara is also there. You go pick it up and check it out to see. As I said, if yours is there, so you know how to prepare your people back home to be able to focus and do the right thing. Let's come now to The Guardian. New electricity tariff. Blackout looms as 11 universities struggle with 2.92 billion naira bill monthly. I keep saying it that this band-aid nonsense is actually big-time nonsense because it is killing businesses. You heard about the which people downgrade us again. I'm going to tell you about that because we'll get that. And now, amount paid by universities, IMF, they should get out. Amount paid by universities for electricity monthly, you see it all listed out in front of The Guardian. Check it out, it's a graph. And man has been complaining. You also get to hear about that. I'll move on. Kanu presses fresh charges against Ganduje as House Oke's second-class emirs. NLC vows 1-month protest if NAS passes obnoxious wage law. Oba Akiola beg Akiolu, sorry, where I see Ola? But I said they're hungry. Oba Akiolu begs Nigerians for prayers, patience on Tinubu's behalf. BSU. Health insurance mandatory for residents as Sanwo-Olu earmarks 5 billion naira to complete NYSC camp. Court issues arrest warrant on Kuje prison physician over Binance executive. Drug scarcity looms as pharmaceutical companies suspend raw materials importation. Police officer nabbed for armed robbery in Kogi. NCDC warns of rising yellow fever cases as cholera deaths hit 103. The Daily Independent talks about airfares fly sky high amid high operational cost charges. Sector woes reduce in indigenous airlines aircraft fleet to 45 from 100. That sector woes, yes, reduce indigenous airlines aircraft fleet to 45 from 100. Fear of many carriers shutting down operations soon heightens. All of us go to follow road now. All of us will follow road. Let's see how it will work. All the roads, practically all, not good. We'll follow road. FG denies planning to sell off universities to private investors. We have other stories here. Some have already taken. Food insecurity. Tinubu asks military to turn vast fallow lands to agri hubs. FG states LG's share 1.354 trillion naira in the June revenue allocation. A lot of stories you can check out. Front page of Daily Independent, and they also have the one on cholera there. And heads of securities have been asked to crack down on oil thieves. You find that story, read the full story there, and all of them came together to discuss this. And I hope that they can also crack down on the people making it difficult for people to go to farms. That is a problem. IMF downgrades Nigeria's economic growth projection to 3.1%, and that the major reason is that there is a slowdown in economic activities, and this was what was recorded in the first slower than what was recorded in the first quarter of the year. So there is a slowdown there, and even man had been complaining that there is a slowdown. Let's do something. We'll join Rufai soon, but I run through Vanguard quickly. FG's check this out. FG's policies crippling businesses. This is according to NECA, MAN, and NASIMA. NECA lists 6 major problem areas. NLC threatens to shut Nigeria for 30 days over NAS move to regulate or deregulate minimum wage. 6 NECA's partnership to end slave wage. Other stories are there. You can check them out. Sunday Igboho to armed herders. Leave Southwest now. All right, there's another one. And Rufai is already here. Good morning,
Morning,
Rufai.
morning,
How are
morning,
you
morning.
today?
I'm doing very well. Nigeria will survive.
Forever and
Africa will survive.
ever.
Amen.
Welcome, Journey.
Bless you, bless you, bless
Bless
you,
you
bless you.
too.
God bless you.
Amen.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I, I mean, there are many stories making the rounds. But this morning,
Mm.
I got a very important call and I need to share with all of you.
Talk to me one name.
The bona fide of the person who call me is being also a stakeholder in the manufacturing sector.
Mm-hmm.
And he referred me to a story that was released on the Daily Post newspaper in January 2024, but most people missed it. And that story says that one organization did a research and they discovered most of the paracetamol made in Nigeria are underdosed.
Of course, before.
You know, most of these pharmaceutical companies, because of cutting costs and the effect of the economy, a lot of practice might be going on at the detriment of people. So I think people should be watchful and be careful about things like that. Also, I also want to segue this into the economy by talking about the high costs of local airlines vis-a-vis regional airlines. In fact, there was a report done recently that was saying a flight to Abuja is more expensive than a flight to Accra, Ghana.
Yeah.
And you're wondering, what has befallen Nigeria? And what are the leaders doing as regards all of this? Because it looks like to a large extent, we are not tackling the problem properly. A lot of problems, we just have a lot of distractions. Okay, now we are talking about minimum wage. Minimum wage, Labour has already threatened a 30-day strike and led plans to decentralize talks about minimum wage. At this time, should Labour be even having any concerns or government should be able to meet the needs? In fact, like I said, there was an investigative report yesterday that showed that government might have gone ahead to buy them a plane. But anyway, I can't confirm because of my journalistic training. Truth is, if you are more concerned about your own things at the expense of what is really affecting the Nigerian people, so how can you truly tell me that you're a leader that truly cares for the people? And these are the problems that we're looking at and we're staring at our face. See, we're not saying things are not tough anywhere in the world. But President Tinubu has not done well at cutting his own costs. So he's telling us to cut our own costs, but he's not ready to cut his. He's not ready to cut his. And we are not seeing a right way at running. Okay, take for instance, MD is warning us that there are 22 states for 5 days of massive flooding.
Yeah.
What are they doing to be able to away from that line? We will now wait. Is when it now happens, we'll now be looking for relief materials. Okay, look at all the talk about crude oil theft now. NNPCL, they are saying they are meeting the military and police to curb crude oil theft. We all know say that one an audio talk. They will just catch 1 or 2 people that will make some noise, and that's it. The crude oil theft persists and continues in the system.
But Rufai, let's also ask them to tell us the truth, because that crude oil theft we're talking about, the major crude oil theft, is it all those boys doing fire? Are they the owners of those tanks that they get?
Can those ones rent a ship for it?
Their feet?
This will remember under the last administration where we had a Navy ship, where we had a ship that the Navy discovered that was transported to somewhere before they found the ship. It's the bigger, but you know, enlighten itself this crude oil theft. And that's the problem. So, and you see, when people are talking about these things, we should be careful. We should be careful. Because in one hand, you say you care for the people, but you can't do what will really meet the earnings of the people. And that's the kind of country we live in. So that's why we should also be very careful. Amidst all of this, the River State lawmaker crisis raging on. The lawmakers, the Amawule faction, is threatening fire and brimstone against the governor. Till today, President Tinubu's intervention did not work in the matter. So you see that it speaks volumes about the system. You know, you see that it speaks volumes about the system. Amidst all of this, the governor's phone is hacked, and that's why please you should be careful.
Yes, sir.
Anybody's phone can be hacked. 103 has died from cholera now. What have we done to be able to bring cholera back? bring people out of the doldrums of cholera. You have to clean your environment. We dey sing one song for Yoruba that year, say Imototo ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Nigeria is dead. What's the role of the government? I think I hear some people were saying they were trying to bring back environmental sanitation. It's not about bringing back environmental sanitation. It's about ensuring that we have a clean environment, a clean culture. Most of the deep, dirty drains that cause flooding, can we clean them? Can we clean?
Rufai, you said something just now that is the crux of the matter. We have to have a clean culture, because even if we
don't have a clean culture.
even if we do the monthly or weekly sanitation, right? That is outwardly, right? What are people doing in their own homes? People don't wash their hands. People don't wash fruits properly. People will buy sliced fruits out there and they see flies perching. They'll say dirty, no, they kill African man. People don't cook their foods properly. So
people go take their dirty, go pour inside gutter for front thing. If I catch you, where you dey where you dey go pour your dirty, you can say rain water go wash. If I catch you, you dey go pour dirty, they take block drain, head of fish, gut of fish, all the yama of fish, you go pour inside gutter to take block drain, fish blood and everything. If I catch you, I missed all of this. NECA, MAN, Nasima, all of these business agencies are saying government is making business difficult. And it's true.
yes.
Government has increased interest rates. And you see, one thing I want to tell our listeners this one is that all these Bretton Woods institutions can never make an economy grow. All they will tell you is monetary tightening when you are in doldrum. But tightening and austerity will cause problems. See, I know the first thing a lot of countries like to do when they see they are in the red financially is that they tighten, they do austerity. That was what plunged Britain backward. But you see, what you should do in the time is economic management, but be growth focused. Try to still see if you can put money back into the economy. So all these austerity measures, the question is, where is the growth? Now, you are saying you are fighting inflation, interest rates have gone up, monetary rates have gone up. When you look at it, at what expense? There's a lot of pain for people. Businesses can't live. To get loan, wahala, interest rates high. So the truth is, amidst all of this, you are still having labor crisis back and forth. People are struggling with debt. Even universities can't pay their electricity bill. It's the story of Ghana that says blackout is looming as 11 universities struggle to pay 2.92 billion bill monthly.
Yeah. You know, this
can't pay their bills, how do they want to fund research?
This electricity bill thing you just talked about, I shared with people yesterday how a hotelier was sharing how in a month they pay about 31 million naira for electricity. How will that company eventually succeed or even survive? Man has been complaining about this tariff, this band A nonsense, that is what I call it, for a while now, and they're turning a deaf ear to what they're talking about. They said many companies have shut down.
Their argument is that they don't have the money to be able to pay the electricity subsidy.
But you have money to renovate,
about 3 or 4 trillion. But you have money to go and buy private jets. Have you not so?
Now, so now.
You have money to go and buy private jets. You have money to buy new cars in government fleet. Not even Nigerian-made cars. You have money to enjoy yourself. What your ministers are doing, come. Look at Minister Uju on here. That one was justifying 1.5 million that they used to buy fuel for 6 cars to go to Anambra. I was justifying it on live TV and was saying that she was happy.
No big deal.
So, you see, these are the problems. But let me quickly end by doing a quick mathematical calculation. If the 888,000 bags of rice are distributed among each household, the one they say they want to distribute, each household will receive approximately 0.0592 bags of rice. Given that each bag contains 25 kg of rice, this will be equivalent to 1.48 kg of rice per household. To put it in perspective, a standard small size bucket paint can hold approximately 4 to 5 kg of rice. Therefore, one bag of rice will fill about 6 paint buckets. Consequently, 0.0592 bags allocated to each household will be equivalent to 1/6 of a bucket paint. Furthermore, the distribution will mean that approximately 17 households will need to share one bag of rice. Based on the calculation that one bag is 25 kg and can fill 6 small-size paint buckets, each household will receive less than half of the rice quantity needed to fill one small-size paint bucket, specifically 35% of the container. This further analysis done by Sahara reporters revealed that one small-size paint bucket of rice weighs approximately 4 kg, which means 6 buckets will total 24 kg, closely aligning with the 25 kg. So what it means is now less than paint bucket. 1/6 of a paint bucket, man, I could guess. That's if they share it equally, but I tell you, they will never share it equally.
And you know another thing, Rufai?
Yeah.
The money that they will use to send this rice out, the logistics and so on, the money go nearly past the money for the whole rice. The money when they go allocate.
I say out of that rice, maybe we first lose like 50% of that.
Make we first lose
and political favoritism. Because some people they will go still carry and go inside warehouse go keep. So let's lose about half of that quantity to favoritism, incompetence, stealing, political radicality, and things like that. Because we also have a bad culture that government will do anyhow. That's just it.
Wow.
So that speaks volumes of our system. And please, another story that caught my fancy. Since now that they are saying, okay, they are lifting Dubai ban, there's a website going around, and I think people should check that website too, that is saying for your document verification number about the visa, blah, 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 you must have $8,000 in your $10,000 in your account and $640,000 to pay for verify. I think some people are saying that it is a scam. In fact, David Ounde and a couple of other journalists did some investigative journalism, and they traced the IP of that website to a very fictitious IP. So people should be careful before they start saying, okay, we want to register and, go through the process of going to the Dubai and all of that. And that's why we are still waiting on the Dubai authorities to release more information, and the government too to be able to release more information. This morning, my advice and charge to them is that the nation is very hard. I beg, people try as much as possible to be there for each other. Be our brother and sister's keeper. Anything you get, not waste them. Go out there, give other people, help them, uplift them. Let's have a veritable means of living, and God will bless all of us.
Amen.
I beg.
Yesterday I was telling somebody that this period they're not the follow person fight, because some people, if you just touch and only push when you push, and if you fall down and die, because it's just cloth covering a lot of things. So be careful, be kind, and even me, I respect myself. The other day I felt like having a tiramisu, but I was like, Cordelia, I rebuke that spirit right now. Amen, amen. But that's just something you could have just had normally. Everybody's like, anybody, but we'll get there. I'll keep smiling. You keep smiling too.
Yes, so we'll keep smiling.
Yes. Have a beautiful day, right? You take care now. All right. God bless you. Bye. You're listening to VOP. You're listening to VOP 90.3 FM. That's where you're at. And please, it will be time for us to take the calls shortly. And the number you'll be calling is 0700 903 903 903. And for WhatsApp is 0817 175 6338. You can call that number. You could also send a message to that number. For the diasporans, you already know to add +234 before you dial. And for those of you who like to, advertise with us, you could call 0912 666 9908, and we'll take care of all your advertising needs. And you see my controller here, once he reached 90 seconds, he could discontinue the conversation. So try and also time yourself too. You even notice that even me, they control me. If I want to go up, play the music, that means even me, my power not reach. So 90 seconds, it will be the time for everybody When you call, you tell us where you're calling from, and you remember we're all, responsible for what we say, and we'll be responsible about and with what we say. Stay on. I'm Cordelia Obey. This is VOP 90.3 FM, and Biodun or JDG. I don't nearly forget. Now Spain make me want forget. Is here with me too.
Dear valued listener, we believe in free speech, but with freedom comes responsibility. We like to remind you to be mindful of the power of your words and the impact they can have on others. As members of Voice of the People community, it is crucial that we foster an environment of respect as we desire a healthy discussion and diverse opinions. So, how do you contribute to a more responsible and informed dialogue? 1. Fact check before you speak. Take time to verify the information you intend to share. 2. Respectful language. Choose your words thoughtfully and avoid derogatory or offensive words. 3. Encourage a healthy debate. 4. Lead by example as a listener. You also have a powerful voice. To be part of the conversation, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 or send a WhatsApp message to 0700 903 9039. Words have power. Use them wisely.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the individual contributors and do not necessarily represent the official views of the Voice of the People 90.3 FM, Lagos. We do not endorse or take responsibility for any content shared by our followers or third-party users. Thank you.
And without further ado, we'll move on straight to take your calls, and you are the first. Okay, it dropped. You're going to be calling back. So I will go on straight to you being the first. Messages. Benjamin from Shogunle, you're saying good morning. Since subsidy gun pronouncement by President Tinubu, the life of Nigerian masses never remained the same. Hunger and hardship taking over. Hardship has turned average Nigerian to street beggars. The politicians in federal, state, and local government level are sharing much money on monthly basis at the expense of suffering masses. Nigerian politicians should learn from what is happening in Kenya before it is too late. And I have you next. Good morning, you see, Lady C. Welcome back. Woohoo. Thank you very much. Ahmed from Ilasamaja. You're saying my own take is that Nigeria must stop the elected president from selecting the chief judge and the chief of army staff to office. And maybe by then, FG will see the citizens as a major priority. And whenever Nigerians are planning to protest or speak out their minds, the security personnel will do the right thing by standing neutral. Ahmed, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Cordelia.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, man. You should never call on the line, please.
Welcome. Your line is so clear this morning. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's the weather, more. Please, these people, they say they are sharing collective. And the analysis Rufai give this morning is nothing. It's not. That means the families cannot get anything out of that. But we are begging the government that we are not beggars. And this formula of trying to turn the whole nation into an Amajiri formula is not going to work, because Nigerians, we are not like that. We are hard-working people. Set good environment for us. Eradicate what they call it insecurity. Support farmers in the way the people are supporting farmers in the other countries, so that they will go back to their family and farm, so we can feed our people. This sharing palliative, Buhari share palliative 8 years, and the government become a failure government, and you people started with the same thing. Okay. If somebody talk, you say you are accusing the government. You don't want to give the government chance to work.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Abiodun is in his element this morning, but that was 90 seconds, and thank God your point was made. Turn down the volume on your radio set, and please pay attention when you're talking.
Hello,
yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? What's your name?
Yeah, Joe from Bariga.
Ogajo. Where do you know? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Colin, I want to talk about Dubai issue.
Mm-hmm.
The conditions they are giving us, why are they giving us conditions like that? Are they giving us conditions that Nigeria is so poor or we migrate a lot to Dubai? So why the conditions they are piling up condition upon condition if we want to enter their visa or when we want to enter their country?
What do you know any of the conditions? Because me, I not just send any Dubai right now, so I didn't bother myself.
600 million to advise, deposit this, deposit that. A lot of money, you know. Why are they giving us the condition? Nigeria, is it not a sovereign country? Are we begging them for anything? I can order my goods from any part of the country, and it will get to me here. I've done it several times. So if they feel they are so important like that, that we should not enter. I don't know what Nigeria even see in Dubai. I don't know what is so important in Dubai.
Okay.
I can order my goods from any part of the country, and then it get to me.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Yes, I was about to say that when you start hearing, okay, all right, just wrap up because that's my own time. Dubai, a lot of people go there for vacations, destination weddings, all this ones, they say big money. You'll be surprised that an entourage is already booked. What a shame. Hello, how are you?
No, maybe good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
This is Uda from
Welcome. Could you be a little louder? It's a bit low.
This palliative they are talking. Maybe they want to use and receive from Nigeria, not everybody. Even though they give them the palliative, can the palliative reach everybody? You know, even like Lagos, like last week, you all carry some bag of rice, chase of people. That maybe they will use that one to just convince them for 2027 election. Like useless people who just put for APs again. That's my concern.
Okay, hold on before you go. Are you there?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Answer me honestly. Are you very poor?
I'm not poor, but
it not go reach you be that.
They run up and down because of one miracle of price. It makes that 2027 they just remove themselves, go and put for APs.
All right, I get you. I just wanted to bring to your notice that what they said would be for the very poor people. But then how would you describe the very poor? How would you know the very poor? Well, it's a question. I'm sure they have answers. The disaster and chaos bandits are causing in Zamfara and other northern states really worrisome. It's unfortunate that federal government is yet to label and declare. Can you help me? Okay, let me take that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Somebody just called about the Dubai issue, and you say you don't have anything to do in Dubai. You don't care.
Get money right now.
Yeah, it's Tony Chukwu from UK.
Welcome.
You see, there are. I don't know what to say or how to to put it. The issue that most Africans, especially Nigeria, has is that they don't bother. They don't care about the common people when they are doing their negotiation. Mm-hmm. And then you need to have what they call in every negotiation a card, your own card to play with. They don't go and then start playing their own card. So for them, the politicians or the elite, the condition that is being put there is okay for them. But they forget that most of the people that go to Dubai don't have that $10,000 or whatever they call. They say that they need to see in the person's account before going there. And the verification of 680 or 650,000, non-refundable. So if the person who is going to Dubai has to do verification of 650 or 600,000, and that not non-refundable, and anything happen and they don't give the person the visa, so the 600,000 is just like that, Sarah.
Gone with the wind.
Yeah. So, and then another one is that you did say something about the logistics of taking the rice out. Wow. That's Nigeria.
That was my own calculation. I was trying to think the way we usually work here. So
But Lady C, that they didn't make any mistake there. That was the right thinking. Because at the end of the day, the cost, if they tell you the cost of
logistics,
bring logistics, it's just like this jet that the presidential jet they are talking of 100 million. If you go to court now, or if someone in Germany demand that the bank in Germany that that owns that or use that the collateral, whatever they call it, if they will tell you the exact money they received, it will shock you. How much they received. Every other thing has to do with Nigeria, the lobby and everything.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tony. Have a beautiful day. Oops. All right, it went off actually. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Hello, how are you?
Lady C.
Is this Mayor?
No, don't say fix. Hello, Pokobale.
Oh, okay. Now, Abiodun don't already know you before me. Oh, how are you?
Exactly, sir. God bless you.
God bless you too.
You?
I'm very well.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
I've been trying since Monday. There's no luck.
Oh, but yeah, you are. Let me give you the bell. Let me give you the bell for being lucky this morning.
Thank you, ma. One, we thank your station and all the people working there. We thank you for enlightenment, for the education, for the joy you are giving to us. You are the one giving us joy in this country.
Thank you.
First and foremost, ma, how do I receive my own share of the rice of 20 tons of trucks coming to Lagos? How will I receive it? It's just for the party members, not for the masses. And that rice cannot go for one area, from one local government. They can't get it right. Why sharing rice? Is it only rice we are going to live on? Is only rice the food? What of other foods, benefits foods, proteins? Rice is starchy, it's not a protein, it's not nourishing, it's not whatever. Lastly, the government from our...
Hello? Hello, sorry, the line went off. The line went off. Hello, how are you? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good morning. It's Tony from Kaduna.
Yeah, how's Katie doing today?
Katie is good. A little bit chilling.
Oh,
so
nice.
much rain yesterday.
Oh, nice. Carry on.
Yeah, based on what I've been talking about, so there is a way, if most Nigerians understand the trajectory of Nigerian politicians, they always have a way of diverting Nigerians' attention by not talking about the real or the right things that is really on ground. It is like everybody's talking about, nobody's talking about politics anymore. Everybody's now talking about rice that will not go to anywhere. I don't know how it is right there in the south, but right here in the north, nobody sees anything. The so-called politicians and their cronies, I don't know how it is because I don't move around them. But there is something that is going on and nobody's talking about it. Even the tabloids don't even talk about them, which is the increasing of the rates or the rate at which bandits and thieves, criminals, terrorists are attacking people again. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's even saying anything about it. And it is causing a whole lot of trouble. People have gone to the farms. And now I can tell you that people are now finding it difficult to access their farm, even when the crops are not fully ready for harvest. People are already finding it very difficult to access their farm now. People have spent millions. There was a time I asked you, if I ask you to come and invest 20 million into farming, will you come? Even before I finished asking the question, you said, and why is it that? Why is it so? If people cannot invest into farming, how do we get food sufficiency in the country? It is completely impossible.
Okay, Tony.
It is completely impossible.
Tony,
Yes.
at least the papers carried a lot of it this morning. And aside that, I asked you,
Yeah.
I requested yesterday that you go search on something I had
Yes,
put up. Yeah.
I searched it. I was going to talk about it. I saw it. Yeah, what you said or what your post spoke about. Yes, it is apt and it
Okay.
is very correct. But what
Okay.
we are facing here
You,
is far beyond what you spoke
I
about in
know.
your
I
post.
know.
That is just the truth. Yes.
What I'm saying is, one may not get
Yes.
the full picture of another person's house,
Yes.
right? But the
That's
thing
correct.
is
That's
that
correct.
I just said that to let you know, or to let you remember that people in their different capacities are talking
Yes.
about it. What we just need to do will be to talk more while we wait for the real action to go. So don't get weary. We'll continue to talk about it. We'll continue to drum. So posterity itself will know that we, on our part, we did something. Thank you so much, Tony, and we'll talk again shortly. All right, let me read. Good morning. You're saying good morning, ladies. See the disaster and chaos bandits. Tony, check this message out. The disaster and chaos bandits are causing in Zamfara and other northern states are really worrisome. It's unfortunate that federal government is yet to label and declare them as terrorists. If nothing is done urgently now to clear these criminals from that region, they will continue to grow and as well continue to gather momentum. May the innocent souls that have been killed so far in that area rest in peace. Amen. His Royal Highness B.C. Walker in Oshodi. That's what I'm talking about, Tony. We keep talking about it. We won't relent until we see what we want done. The military and police have to step up their game as regards oil theft. As someone that grew up in the Niger Delta, top Army, Navy officers, in collaboration with some local community leaders, are involved in the oil theft. Top government officials and the oil companies as well, foreigners with lots of money bringing the big vessels, protected by law enforcement agents in these illegal acts. When the government exposes her own officials and punish those involved, the issue will definitely reduce. May God help and heal our land. Frank Onero from the U.S. Now, Prince Iotek from Arena Market. I'll take yours before I go to the next call. Good morning to you too. He said, it baffles me that every day we keep hearing bandit kills here in Nigeria, meaning we don't have a government. Where does it happen? Foreigner killing Nigerian citizens, and we all know who brought these people. And the one who succeeded him cannot handle the insecurity. This insecurity has become a tribal, ethnic, religious affair. How can you give someone from that part of the country chief security and most important key position, that is in the security sector? Now, I want to, sorry, if I discontinue that call, know that it's interrupting what I'm reading as a message. I want to assure you that this will continue as long as APC remains in power. Oba Akiolu pleading on Tinubu's behalf means he doesn't feel what Nigerians are feeling. I'm charging all the terrorist perpetrators in Southeast to leave now. Thank you very much. And you have your usual call for the freedom of Kano, Mazinamdi Kano. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Lady C.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, for real, Lady C.
Hey, from Amuwo, good morning. Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you, Lady C. Yeah, Lady C. So, just a short one. You see, in my place where I come from, it's an abomination for you to insult another person. Even though the other person is wrong, all right. But these days, you can kneel down and be letting the other person know the truth, even though why that letting him or her know the truth is the truth. And it sounds like insult. I'm from the Great Benin Kingdom. In Benin City, yeah. So in Benin, there's no how you can insult another person, whether he's saying the truth or not. But these days, either man that doesn't know himself and starts misbehaving, they can tell that person the truth. Okay, now let's look at this now. You see, the bandits or the so-called Fulani men, they've barred the farmer from going to farm. And there's no how they can produce food without going to that farm. Some of them collected loans. Some of them, this one or that one. Now they are no longer going to farm. Majority of them are no longer going to farm. Okay, now the federal government now have seized this, knows this. Now they know that food can come out from there, and they cannot be able to do anything regard to security of those farmers or of the full country. Now they are not turning now to go and order food from abroad. That means that they've answered that yes, these bandits have overcome them. For them to even think about going to abroad or start sharing food and still call Nigerians vulnerable, poor and vulnerable. When you call your masses poor, there's no government that could call the citizen poor. Fela said it now.
Hello? Okay, all right. Thank God you landed before that one went off. Hello, good morning. All right, please turn down the volume on your radio set before you call back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
This is Gwenga from Shomolu.
Good morning, Gabenga. That's how AI we call you.
I just listened to your last caller, and he was saying about talking about not insulting elderly people. Yes, that is the way it used to be. But these days, just imagine what the Oba of Lagos is saying, that we should please exercise more patience with Tinubu government. There is somebody who is calling, I don't really know his name, he's from the north. He always say that some things will not work in this country because we have this, it is my person that is there. We should not spoil his government. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. And that is what is happening. When PDP was there, everybody came out and lined up on the streets. If the Oba did not come out, I believe that most of his cabinet members, his chiefs, they were all out on the streets, chanting and shouting. How was the country then? But look at the situation now, and he's begging Nigerians to...
Hello? All right, the line just fizzled.
Another one said when... Hello?
Okay, carry on. It fizzled out a while ago, but you have like 10 more seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, I just wish the best for the country. That is just all. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. And you were talking about Tony. And you and Tony, you guys kind of sound alike. Yes, kind of. Hello, good morning. Hello. How are you? Hello, good morning.
Auntie Grandma, good morning.
Good morning.
God bless you, my sister. God bless you, my sister. God bless you.
All right.
This is good news.
Good news. As I always pray for you, you will get good news today. In Jesus' name.
Thank you. You too.
Amen. All right, go ahead.
Again, King can no beg in father egg, in father keystone. But here in our government, we beg our government to do good for us. We beg our government, make them check, make them make something where our farmer could go back to farm. We beg our government, make them do hospital for us. We beg our government, make them make food to come down, everything to come down. But here, why? Our government no listening to us. Our government no listening to us. Now, this right, can say they want to right to poor people. Who be poor people? Are the people who may vote for them? Are the people who may not vote? I want to know who these poor people. Away, I've been Auntie Grandma. This is morning. I want to greet you.
Thank you. You will never be poor. Thank you. All right, have a beautiful day. Good news. Oladiwale, good morning to you, sir. All the way from ATL, you're sending us a lot of love. Carol C, good morning to Oladiwale. You're asking, Governor Adeleke line hacked, but what do they want from a dancing governor? And Carol C, you say, I hope your question is a joke. You say it's a singing morning. Maria Molani Williams, good morning to you too. All right, a lot of greetings there. Good morning, Richard, and all African Sun. Good morning to you too. And you're saying good morning to me, the dear parliamentarians, and the Nigerians will cry and cry. This government don't care because Tinubu bought his position, so he's using it as private property, not as Nigerian president. That would be sad if that be true. Very, very sad. Cindy Ofemoon. Good morning, Lady C. Shebi, we all went against the jet and they still bought it. My brother, Abi sister, they have not said yes or no, but we are watching. It is still rumor now, and I've told them when you hear a rumor, come out and debunk it if it is a lie. But when you keep quiet like that, all of us will believe that it is the truth. Now that trouble day, my sister Cindy, you dey see the wahala be? This rice matter, we go see here. After eating rice, we won't be hungry again. We need lasting solution. I agree with you, Cindy. Michael Olubumi Olaiwola, you're saying, can we please start pleading with our politicians? The one who they do since never reach. I've been at it, we die before they go here. Well, that was from you. Hello, good morning. It dropped you. Call back. Can we make the payments of lawmakers in Abuja and across the country stipends? Ask Nigerians and make their services part-time? That is a question. Oladewale is asking from ATL. Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning. How are you?
Please, man. I just want you to let the government know that they should reduce their cost. Because if our president and the rest can cut off their expenses, what they are spending, the legislators, the rest, exchequer, the labor, and the masses will appreciate that they are living by example. Two, the judiciary has taught this country. They don't follow the law or the constitution. The judiciary, the law will say another thing, they will be saying another thing. What is happening in River State, according to constitution and the law, that the judges, those who are in power now, if you check the law, if you check what brought them to power, it's through back door. They don't follow the law, technical or what they call their jargon. I'm sorry to use that word. Instead of them to say the truth, to say the truth.
Okay.
If you fail to speak the truth,
okay,
then the other one is a precaution. That's what you are going to now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your call. I had you waiting, but I think you couldn't wait anymore and the line went off. You could call back, and I have a breaking news here that Kano Governor Abba Yusuf has reinstated Emir of Gaya, names 2 others for Karaye and Rano. You know, the issue with Kano State is still on, but they're having lesser second-class emirates now, and I'm sure that story will get clearer as we move on. Harry Ogata from Palm Grove, good morning. APC, can you help me? Okay.
Hello, Nancy.
Hey, Nadi from Spain. Buenos dias. Buenos dias.
Exactly. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome, 90 seconds.
Okay, let's see. Please, I want to ask a question. Do you think Nigeria will ever be good?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Are you sure?
I believe it. I really believe it, though. I really believe it.
I really doubt that, yeah.
I believe it.
Because they call even because of things I have some questions to have, but the call the call that I've listened, I'm just listening. I've been listening to you since you started. The calls doesn't give me joy. I said Nigeria will not be good. You see, what we are going through now. See, during election, you see people be behaving. People are talking of rice. Will this rice get to them? Is it not government officials? My dear sister. So here, instead of them to say, these people are just derive this strike just to make sure that people will not divide this thing, so that all this strike, protest will not hold again. That is the only thing. But instead of people to say, go to hell with your rice. Let the security, let the people farmers go back to farm. Or this thing now, this is CDS. Try to raise this thing, security joint force against, instead of them to go to that, they send that this thing to this northern side, so that people will go to farm. Instead of people to say, to hate your rice, keep your rice for yourself. We are not beggars. We are not Babiala. People will say now we just this house will not get to us.
Okay.
You see, Tell them to keep their rice. Make sure things are okay. Let Tinubu step down. These people cannot do anything because of time. Okay, let me just leave for this thing. Because of time, these people cannot do anything. Another day I'll tell you more what I want to say, but let me just leave it for now.
All right,
let them keep their rice.
Thank you. Have a beautiful Nadi. Have a beautiful day. All right, thank you. Harry Ogada, did I finish reading your message? Okay, no. You say APC no get shame. They kept deceiving Nigerians that they were sharing food for vulnerable Nigerians. Why can't they use another lie? Harry, me, I don't know. Good morning.
My sister Cordelia.
Good morning, my brother.
I miss you so much. I called yesterday, was to connect. Oh my God. This is Apollonis from the son.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for missing me. And here I am. How are you today?
I'm good. I thank God.
Okay,
God
thank
for
you.
The people that they're looking after me.
Oh, praise God for that. Okay, talk a little louder, Sha, Sapalinus.
Okay, I'm not too strong. Anyway,
oh, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
See, my sister, like the last caller just said my mind. We don't need rice. I have had how many palliatives? The palliative doesn't reach me. It doesn't even reach who I know. I don't know where the palliative goes. Let this government shut down.
Sorry, the line went off. Please try again, please. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sister Cordelia.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, my sister. This is Situ calling from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Freetown, Sierra Leone. Is anything free in Freetown today?
But we are free here. There is no insecurity. There is no problem. But we are still, we are here.
Okay, go ahead.
I think we can see food to eat and other things. Sister Cordelia, I want to tell Nigerians something this morning. If Nigerians don't know that the killings of farmers in Nigeria, and the government are importing food right from the previous president. They have been killing farmers. If you don't know by now, there's an agenda, the reason why these terrorists are killing farmers, then you don't understand exactly what is going on. If Nigerians don't understand the reason why they are killing farmers, they don't allow them to farm, then something is wrong with Nigerians. Could you not understand exactly what these terrorists are doing? That's all I have to say. Do your mathematics very well and understand the reason why they are killing farmers. We are not going to allow them to do that, to carry that to the agenda in the East, because we know what they're doing. We know what they want to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, C2. Thank you very much. And I want to believe that people actually understand what you just said. I want to believe. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Ikan calling you from Isolo Kingdom.
Good morning. Ikan, yesterday you didn't give me a proverb. What's going on?
Yes, yesterday the network denied me of my opportunity.
Oh, sorry. Okay, here we are today.
I hope it will not happen the same thing.
Go ahead.
Now, it simply means the elder forbids abuse, but not argument. Oba of Lagos is calling Nigerians to be patient with this administration and be praying for them. Now, the question I ask is this. He said the people he was about to go into the lagoon that is asking them to pray for them. He said the people he was asked to be trained to lagoon would be fighting for this administration. Sometimes, if we want to say what is in our mind, they will say, don't say it because of conduct of this. But I am saying that the government should come to the edge of Nigeria and do the right thing. They are saying permissive, they are saying right there, here and there. As Nigeria being reduced to a beggar, as Nigeria being reduced to this kind of situation that we are finding ourselves now, but this is not what they promised us. I now ask you, please, can you tell us what their administration has done that fulfill all the promise they have made to Nigeria?
Very good question. Very good question. Thank you very much, Ikan, for your call. Thank you. I think it hit the mark of timing. I think that was what happened there. Thank you for your call. Emmanuel O.C., judiciary is the biggest problem in Nigeria, misinterpreting constitution. Lionheart, for Nigeria to be better, the Fulanis should be sent back to their country. They are not Nigerians, but that is the thing about the Fulanis. They cut across. They are Fulanis that are originally Nigerian, right? I know that they can travel crisscross everywhere, but there are those ones too that are Nigerians. Maybe we could, really get that. Well, geography, history, everything. Good morning.
Good morning, Lady C.
Good morning, Batest. How you doing?
I'm good. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome. Can you imagine that? It just dropped. All right. Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Is that your radio?
Hello. Good morning, Cordelia.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
I'm fine. I'm Mr. Amadi calling from Ejibu.
Welcome, Mr. Amadi.
You see all this is we are saying and seeing. All is, the more you look, the less you see in APC. Look at what is going on now. Instead of them to tackle the insurgents in the north and the other part of the Nigerians, so that food will be sufficient, they resort to import food that can never be okay with Nigerians. That means they are a part of this insurgents, the government. And again, when the constitution is there, and the people will say, tell the president to do this, tell the president, is it more important than the constitution of this country? I'm asking you, my sister.
Yeah.
In case of River State, they're asking Tinubu should put him out. In case of Nandikal, they're asking Tinubu should release him. Tinubu, is it the constitution of this country? The court have released Nandikal. Why not obey the law? The Status Assembly of River State have become to APC and automatically they have lost their position. Why calling Tinubu, all things that are happening, they are calling Tinubu as if Tinubu is the Nigerian constitution. I doubt to this country. I'm just saying that this right they are bringing can never, it is only APC members. Remember before before 2019, they do register about the APC here and there. All those people they registered is the people that are sharing all this palliative. We are not fighting. We are not fighting. And they say they are sharing palliative. I'm sorry. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning, Christian. How are you?
Hello, Cordelia. Good morning.
Hello, Christian. Good. All right. 90 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the caller, the third to the last caller that spoke here. So we should learn to call it spade for what it is. The agenda is very clear. All right. For those who don't know, I've always been an advocate for driving a mental revolution, because you can't fight for a right you don't know, and you need information to fight for that right. The IMF, the World Bank, the Gates and Belinda Foundation are the ones responsible for these things happening. So when you see these terrorists moving into farms and destroying, it's because they are trying to, there's an agenda, and the agenda is to build, how did you put that thing? One farmland for the world. So we will now depend on the West for food. We will depend on them for grains, which most of them are GMO seeds. That is what is happening. So that, like I told someone, look at where they're attacking. Then they don't just attack random places. They're attacking farmland so that you can't farm, so that the government will now start bringing in seeds. And
you can do well to follow us on social media. It's at VOP903FM. You can follow, and you could also follow me on social media. It's at Cordelia Otbe. Cordelia Otbe, you could do well to follow and also get to hear my own opinion on some of these things we're talking about currently out there. From every Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. And even your radio can hear me. So please turn the volume down before you call back. Austrian Page Ugbaja, good morning. You say you're wishing us greetings from Barcelona, Spain. You're there on your family holidays. Oh, I envy you right now. You say, though we lost two Spaniards. Listening to Nigerian news makes one sick. Nigerian government lives above, Nigerian government lives above their means. Lavish lifestyles take Nigerians nowhere. Well, we're calling on them to cut down. They should cut down on a lot of things. Cut down, because people are watching you and suffering. Lady C, those politicians know what they are doing by consistently saying the palliatives is for the poor, because they know it's is these poor people that they can manipulate to vote next time by reminding them that they have have we not been giving you rice? Lady C, all the APC followers that are poor are receiving these rice from AB John. Are you for real? Okay. God. Okay, I don't think that is for me because I couldn't read what you had there. Good morning.
Your call has been placed on hold. Please wait.
Not be me. Call back now. You placed me on hold. Chima from Surulere. Good morning. I'm very perplexed. The extent of bloodletting in this country is alarming. What is the federal government doing about it? Is a big question we are all asking, Chima. It's a painful question. Lady C, good morning, you say. It's a pity that Dubai, that came to borrow money to develop desert, that is current Dubai heaven today, is giving Nigeria conditions. Nigerians, when are we going to wake up to take over your country? I'm tired of talking, Victor. Victor, meanwhile, that time they came to borrow the money, we didn't give them all. Now, see now. Good morning, Lady C. Mrs. Pauline Atwoko. Please, where are these poor people? Now, Nigerians who voted them into office are now described as poor. Well, Madam Pauline, even me, I don't know. Good morning to you. Merrick from Isola, are you looking for my trouble or something? What do you mean by Kodi Kodi? Stop that. It's Lady C. Thank you. You say my take this morning is the palliative. We don't need it. Please let us make sure Mr. Mahmoud Yakubu leaves INEC office as the chairman. Merrick from Isola, that was from you. We'll be wrapping up shortly, but I have more messages and some time to take more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Ali. I'm calling from Agopala Space.
All right, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to comment on what that guy said, that they are killing or other things. It's also, this thing is contract from the government. Like what happened last time in Gaza, the people were there are Muslim, and again, some of people from Meduguri there, some of them then they for IDP camp for Gamboru there. This is contract from government. It's not about religion.
Oh, hold on. Wait first. That is a huge allegation you are making there. Do you have anything you could present as a proof so that we can also, excuse me, I got something in my eye, so that we can also follow it up? Because that's a big word you talk that. Are you saying the whole government, or there are some people in the government who seem to be doing?
You know what? Some of the government. You know what? Let me talk first. You know, during Jonathan era, you understand me? I watched a video where a soldier captured a Boko Haram. When they torture the Boko Haram, asking the Boko Haram, where is it getting weapon from? And the Boko Haram confessed that from Shakau, and they now ask him the weapons. Where Shekau is getting weapon from, he now says it's Alimadu Sharif. And that Alimadu Sharif was the former governor of Maiduguri before Kashim Shatima. So we know all these things from, we have been not enough, we already know that these things is from some of the bad government. It's a contract. So
right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I heard what you said the first time. I just wanted to also put it in the right compartment. The fact that some bad people in government, they got their hands in this. And you mentioned something that was in the public domain that I don't know what they did to it. Mentioned some names of people who eventually became leaders in some parties, and nothing has been done about that. I also shared my story of the things I heard when I was in Meduguri that you talked about. That was why, if you were watching the clip, that was why I smiled when you said some things, because I'll just leave it at that. All right. But I just didn't want us to generalize. That was why I made you come to that point of putting it in a compartment, not generally. All right. Thank you for sharing that with us. Hello. Good morning. All right. I dropped your call again. Good morning, ladies. I'm glad to hear your voice this Wednesday morning. Thank you. You say I'm very angry hearing people saying that they need this rise from this cruel government. Why can't this government do the right thing by tackling insecurity so that farmers can go back to farm? They're already taking Nigerian citizens for granted. Madam Rose Egbe from Bucknell. Good morning, madam. Have a beautiful day. Good morning, my sister. How are you? I'm fine, my brother David from Ikorodu. You say for every Nigerian information, the rice is to be shared. The rice to be shared is not meant for all Nigerians. It is for Tinubu's foot soldiers to prevent people who are going to protest so they can cause counter protests. We should come out and be ready for Tinubu's foot soldiers, period. My name is David from Ikorodu. I really hope that the government is listening, taking and feeling the pulse of the people, because don't just sit in isolation and just believe you know. Listen and hear what the people are saying. Very crucial. Good morning, guys, in the studio. Well, my take is, why are we not talking about insecurity? I remember the time of Jonathan, our present ruler, made us believe that it's the Jonathan's government that has failed to provide security. And I can remember some people led a protest and propaganda to remove him. Now, what's going on? Why hasn't few people set up a strong protest against this wickedness that this government...
Now your brother from Niger Delta. Now you said my brother.
Now your brother.
Don't be saying Niger Delta.
My sister, now your brother.
Now my brother, they back him up.
Now your two of them. Now your brother.
Now your brother be the lead singer. Now my own brother come, they back him up.
Call his name.
You don't know in them.
Call his name.
You don't know.
Oh yeah, sing the song again.
You know the meaning of that song? He said, "Heaven and earth, make una see my hand. Say my hand, they clean."
When I get luck, say heaven not the answer the way they answer for olden days.
Now wait, that song mean. I was just enjoying it. Two of them. This one na lead singer. This one na backup.
Chorus leader. Okay, one be Two-Face, the other one be Timi Dakolo.
Exactly.
Now we're done. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning. So what's going on? And I see that a lot of things are happening. Things are being downgraded. People are expecting these speculations everywhere. What will you be treating amongst all these things?
A lot of them. This morning we are having Nonsonkwa from Owerri. So by 9 a.m. We are going to link him up.
Help me tell Nonsonkwa that every time you call his name, I dey see food.
Nonsonkwa.
Because Nkwa, they remind me of something.
Nkwa no be Okwa.
My sister, I said remind.
Okay, they remind you of Okwa. Okay, you like Okwa?
I don't even remember. Which one is Okwa again?
Breadfruit now.
Oh yes, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. The one I don't like very much is this one that you now put plenty oil. I don't like those
Abacha.
ones. I don't like them. I don't like them.
That's food for the rich, for the big.
Okay, I'm not big. Liver. I know what. Have a beautiful show, and I'll see you guys at 10:30. Other things being equal, or all things being equal, I'll let you know what we'll be talking about later on today. And also, I'd encourage you to follow us on all our social media handles at VOP 903 FM. You can follow that, be on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Mention they're all there, and also on all those platforms. Also YouTube, you could also follow me at Cordelia Obe. Same thing, virtually all the platforms. All right, I'll see you. Adigbo, enjoy yourself. Make I go find Ukwa chop.
Thank you.
This morning. Meanwhile, did you have light breakfast?
No. After this.
You never shop.
The rice never reached me.
I better go.